All my sisters and men. Y'all missing the book with the fuck bump. Biggie in the truck, in the box to my double bitches. Let me see you do the bank head if the riches. It's the rap made west, the QB. And I got all my sisters and men. And I was just telling you, oh, this is ladies' night. Ladies' night. And the feeling's right. Oh, this is ladies' night. Never the one packing a gun. Got some other raw chicks for that. Lay that ass flat. I be the one choking your paragraphs with laughs. Get you back up on the right path. Ain't no stopping the legs from club. I can get my rock on. From flavors to fruit in that paradise joy. Ladies night, and the feelings right. Oh, this is ladies night. Oh, never the one.
What's up, fam? It's your girl, Miss Diva Tracker, and I am coming to you tonight with another video. Hopefully tonight we will have some special guests. I want to be able to show y'all to some of the leading ladies in trucking. Okay, we talking about ladies. Let me show y'all something. Y'all see this background behind me? This is my girl Trista, okay? If you don't know who Trista is, look on my page. You will find out who she is, okay? She brought 2 of these trucks, okay? Paid cash money for them at the auction, all right? That's hers, paid for, title in hand, okay? So that's what we're talking about. I want to be able to motivate you, to inspire you, and let you know it's a whole nother level to this game, okay? You cannot ever stop learning. You cannot ever stop growing. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit tonight. I got some special guests that I have invited, so hopefully they'll come in and tell me about what they're doing and their experience and all the things that they have done in trucking. Hey Kimberly, hey Lamarcus, Eric, Valerie, girl, what's going on? I'm a beginner, CRST or Prime all day. Okay, don't go over there to CRST. You'll be teaming forever. But pick your poison, okay? I mean, both of them, you're going to be there for a while, okay? You go to Prime, you're going to be there for about 6 months in training, okay? They do have the highest paid training. Okay, they do have the highest paid training across the industry, and the reason why is because they keep you out there on the road so long. Okay, now CRST, they ain't gonna pay you nothing, girl. Do you really want to go to Iowa this time of year? Okay, you're gonna be on a truck with another person forever. Okay, CRST is a teaming company, so if you don't want a team, I would suggest you find somewhere else to go. Okay, and it's kind of cold up there in Iowa. I don't know how you may like it, but it's really cold up there. Okay, but yeah, pick your poison. Prime, you're gonna be in training, but at least you're gonna have a couple of dollars. I think they start their training off. You get about what, $500-700 a week. That's what they say, and you're gonna work for every last dime of it. Okay, don't think that you ain't. All right, but I invited some of my lady friends so y'all can see. If y'all are just coming in, let that be your motivation right there. Let that right there be your motivation. This is my girl Trista. Okay, she is on my Facebook page, and if you ever want to know about buying a truck at the auction, okay, go hit her up. All right, go hit her up. She will be able to tell you everything about the auction because 1, 2, that's where she got her trucks from. Okay, what else? Let's do something else. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 moment. Cause it's ladies' night and the vibe is right. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. I got a special guest. Okay. I have a special guest, guys. I've been saving this for you guys for a moment, but tonight is the night. It's finally here. And I want to introduce to you my son, Shawn, because he is in training, getting his CDL. We're talking about generations. We're talking about passing it on to your children, passing it on to everybody that comes behind you. And I am very proud today. A while ago, I told y'all about. A while ago, I had told y'all about our Shawn getting his license and everything like that. So here he comes. Y'all ready? Let's go. Y'all, if y'all do not know, this is my youngest son. I have two sons, okay? This is my youngest son, Arshawn. And Arshawn, tell him where you at. Tell him where you at.
I'm in Lakeland, Florida, by the Woodland Suites.
What are you doing in Lakeland, Florida, Arshawn?
Well, I had to go in early to go to trucking school tomorrow in the morning. So I'm already confirmed going to school, so they already got my room ready and everything, so I'm just settling in right now.
Oh my God. So when did you get there? When did you get to Lakeland? How far was the drive?
It was about 2 hours and minutes, so around 3 hours.
Okay. And can you tell the people, let the people know what school did you decide to go to?
Out of all the ones that I looked and picked carefully, I went with Pam. Pam, I think it's a great start off for me. Everybody else had their own personal preferences,
Take it.
but they
Are you in
went
the car
with.
by yourself?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Take your mask off. We want to see that face. Oh my God! And you got a haircut, Arshawn? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just okay. Let me. Okay, you decided to go where? Where's your school of choice?
Pam Transport, but I believe they're doing a sponsorship with a Driver Solutions, which is actually the school, but Pam sponsors them, so they
Okay.
pay for the hotel.
So, what hotel are you staying at, Arshawn?
I think it's Woodland Suites. It's by the interstate actually, and I checked the room out. Everything was okay. I have my appliances or whatnot, so I can cook or whatnot. But right now, I'm trying to do a little bit of grocery shopping.
Wow. Okay. So, how long do you have to be at the school? How long do you have to be at school?
They say to average around 3 to 4 weeks, and then they'll send me home to spend time with family, and then they'll find a driver, a trainer driver around my area to pick me up, and then I'll be on the road for another 3 to 4 weeks, and then eventually I'll be on my own.
Oh my God. So, are you excited? Are you scared?
Yes, man. A little bit nervous, but I know I have it. I made it this far, so I might as well not back down now.
You better not back down, and then you better not come home without your CDL. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Okay,
Yes, man.
you better stay your behind right there in school until you get your CDL. Okay.
Yes, man.
Well, we're going to be checking back in with you. Okay. How old are you, Arshawn?
I'm 23, going on 24 in October this year.
I am so excited and I'm so proud of you
Thank you.
following in my footsteps as far as getting your CDL and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very proud of you and happy that you're doing that. And you better not quit. You hear
Nope.
me?
Nope.
No
I'm
matter
halfway
what you
through it.
do, you
I'm
better
halfway
not quit
through
because you are a representation of your mom. Okay.
it. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you better stay there. You better get it. And no matter if it gets tough or whatever the case may be, make sure you get that license. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I am extremely proud of you. And I'm going to be checking in with you later on, letting see how your first day is. And we're going to be doing some more interviews with you. So hopefully you'll be able to inspire somebody else to go ahead and get their license as well. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
All right. I love you. I love you. I
Love
love
you
you. I
too.
love you. I love you. And I will talk to you later. Okay.
Okay,
Very
take it
proud
easy.
of you. Okay, guys. Let me bring the big boss in here. Okay. Lisa Marie, I'm not finna be trading Shawn. Hi, Ned. Let me tell you something. Hello, Queen. How are you?
Hey girl, I'm fine. How you doing?
I got my son in school right now, so he's getting ready. So he come over there and help you drive one of them trucks.
You know exactly. That's what I need.
When I came listen, if y'all want to come on screen with me, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put my link in the description box. So if y'all want to come on and chat with me or whatever the case may be, you can. Okay. Miss Adela says hang tight, and if you need, you can call me. I'll protect you from mama. I am so, oh my God, Trista, to see my 23-year-old child
That's
going to get
amazing.
his CDL, girl. I'm like, I ain't even want to talk to him because, I don't want to answer the phone. I don't want to talk to him because you know how people say that they're going to do something, but they don't do it.
Exactly.
So I kept telling him, let me know when you get to school. Let me
See,
know when you got the hotel room. Let me know when
that's
you
how
got
you
your
have to
permit.
do it. Because some
You
people
know,
are talkers. So you have to do like
yeah,
I get to that point where I only want to talk when you're ready to like, you know what I'm saying, get it going. Other than that, I'm just wasting my breath because, some people are serious when they're inquiring, but some just waste your time.
right. And for me, I've been in the industry now going on 6, 7 years or whatever the case may be. And you don't understand how it feels when you have talked to so many other people
Mhm.
and motivated them to get their CDL or to buy their truck or to get in the
Right.
industry and all this kind of stuff. And then you looking around and you got your own family members, that got that same opportunity as everybody else and don't do it, So it was like, he kept saying, Mom, I'm gonna go get my permit or whatever the case may be. Girl, it's been 6 years he been talking about getting a permit. Okay. Then he when he got the permit, I was like, okay, he got the permit. Okay, that's gonna last about 6 months or whatever. And then he was like, well, I'm a fight because I wanted to send him to Swift. And go ahead.
I think ultimately it's when they get ready, if that makes sense. Because you see how, even though it's been going on for 6 years, he didn't do it until he was ready to do it. That's what
Right.
I've learned. People have to do anything on their own timing because sometimes we can want it so bad for them that they don't want it. And just say, for instance, if he had did it when you first wanted him to, imagine he probably wouldn't have stuck with it because that's not what he wanted to do.
Right. And a lot of things had to do with tickets, girl. When he in them teenage years,
Hmm.
child, he was riding around with no license. He done wrecked about two of my cars. Just doing the teenage stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I had got to the point where I was like, you know what, you're gonna have to get it together or whatever the case may be. And truth be told, it just felt really bad because I'm like, how can I motivate and inspire so many other people to get their license and be a recruiter at the same time? And then my own child, I can't even
That's
motivate
different
him.
because you're
It's different.
mom. You get what I'm saying? He's not gonna look at it like that. He might look at it like, oh, she's just so hard on me. When somebody else could look at what you're going through and be like, oh, she's inspiring me to want to do better. So it's
Right,
a little different.
right. Girl, but when he said, I told him, let me tell you something. I told him, do not call me until you make it to the hotel room. Do not call. I'm not helping out. I'm not sending no cash app. I'm not doing nothing until he step foot on the hotel premises. I said,
What?
if you get it, girl, if you get in the hotel and you get accepted and you able to go to school, I got you. I
Right.
got you from day one. When
Because he
you
took the first
actually
step.
right. But if you ain't made it to the hotel room,
Hmm.
girl. Miss me on whatever it is that you need, okay?
Right,
Miss me
exactly.
on that. Where are you at tonight?
Girl, I am in Louisiana. I'm headed to Plainview, Texas.
Okay.
This was just like a quick. Well, so I started back driving maybe 3 weeks ago, but it's not full time because I started 3 weeks ago. I drove for 3 days that week, and then I took all of that following week off. So I took a week and a half off, and now here I am taking this load to I went to North Carolina, and then from North Carolina to Mississippi, and then this load goes on to Plainview, Texas, and then I'll just come back home and go to the store, get some pictures. But I honestly been slacking on the store side because I've been focused on getting the trucks back up and running.
So the trucks are up and running, right?
Well, I need
And
my drivers now, so um,
okay, tell us what you need. What are you looking for? Trista, guys, Trista has two trucks, okay? Her trucks are paid for, okay? You do not have to worry about not getting paid on time and all this other kind of stuff. What type of driver are you looking for?
honestly, like, okay, a lot of times I feel like drivers compare you to the larger companies, but like I try to get them to understand how can we get to be a KLLM or Swift or anything when we don't have someone with us through the building phase? Because a lot of times, they compare you to a larger company, but hell, if you're costing me more money while I'm a smaller company, I'll never get to the bigger size. So honestly, my perfect driver or like a driver in the perfect world would be someone that I can grow with. Someone, you realize I like you come in, you do what you're supposed to do. If I pay you to do a pre-trip, then that's what I expect you to do. Because it's no company in 7 years that I've driven, no one has ever paid me to do a pre-trip. That doesn't happen. So, I want you to a driver that's going to check the equipment. When you notice something, you let me know so that I can get it fixed when you come in. I don't feel like I'm hard to work with, but I'm firm. I'm not going to be with all the excuses and stuff like that. I just need you to do your job because I know how it feels to be a driver. I'm not just an owner. I've driven before, so I know it firsthand how it goes.
What
So,
kind of experience are you looking for as far as a driver?
I really want someone who hasn't had 1,000 jobs in 3 years. Like, because you look at the stability. I know, like, sometimes things happen and you might go to 2 jobs in 1 year, but the perfect driver would be someone that doesn't have a lot of tickets. Just it's okay. Like anywhere they apply, normally they get accepted. Like when I send my application, most people pick me up. They don't have a lot of tickets. And they're just a safe driver.
Now, what do you want your driver to run? Are you want them to do OTR? What are they home time looking like? What are you looking at for?
Depending on where they live. So, for instance, if you're in Mississippi, I mean, well, it just really depends because you could probably get weekly home time. It just really depends on the driver itself. Because, like, sometimes you might have a driver who they don't run hard until that last load that takes them home. So they can, you need someone that's you know how to manage your clock. Because if you know how to manage your clock, you can get things done versus some people who shut down and they have 5 hours left on their clock. Like that doesn't work for me because you're not gonna make a lot of money, and I won't make a lot of money because you're not gonna get the loads there on time. So
Okay.
home time is flexible. And really you just pick where you want to go. Like I try to leave it open to where the driver can pick where they go, but I learned from my last experience that the driver was picking areas that didn't pay. So if you're picking areas that don't pay, then I have to take over and I'll pick where you're going. But we don't do
Okay.
like Massachusetts and all that crazy stuff either though.
Now, are both of your trucks manual trucks or
Yes.
okay? So you must be able to drive a manual,
Right.
right? You need to
hmm
have at least what, a year experience?
You can say a year, but some insurance companies require 2 years. So I guess it kind of just depends. Because now, what happened with when the first time I put the truck on the road, they only required 1 year, but the insurance that I had to pay was higher for that particular driver because he only had 1 year.
Okay, okay. And now let's talk about pay. If
So
they go ahead.
I was about to say, like, it just depends because last time I started out paying like 50 cents, and I honestly see that sometimes you have to make them earn the pay. Because when you start out paying top dollar, you still run into people that don't appreciate the pay that they're receiving. So I think it's gonna be like 45, depending on experience. You could make more than 45 cents a mile, but I know other larger companies that's paying 32 cents a mile and 35 cents a mile.
Okay. And what are some of the benefits a driver will receive working with your company? So, number one, you want them to have you want them to have at least 1 to 2 years experience, right?
Yes.
You're flexible with your home time,
hmm
right? You also, they must be able to drive a manual truck, right? And
Yes.
are you running drive-in, reefer, flatbed? What are
Oh,
you doing?
driving and reefer.
Okay.
Um, So I mean, it's driving and reefer, right? Like right now, I'm pulling the reefer trailer. I actually like driving a little better because it's not a lot of sitting. But then, I've had some reefer loads that I didn't have any sitting. Like time I got there, they loaded me and I was on my way. So I think
Okay.
honestly, it just depends on where you're picking up at. Now some benefits I would have to say because like just last week. I have it to where if they are my driver, they'll get a discount on their AT&T phone bill if they're with AT&T. So that was a major plus. I know a lot of people are credit challenged, so if they are my driver, they'll get their credit repaired for free. And what else? Let me think. I don't know. I don't know, girl.
How can a driver get in touch with you if they're interested in working for your company?
They can inbox me or like they can inbox me on my Heaven Sent transportation page.
How
And
do
then
you
send
spell that? Heaven, heaven
and then
sent.
Cent CYNT
Okay.
transportation. And then so if
Okay.
they
Heaven sent transportation.
and that's on Facebook.
Is that an email address? Can they email you?
If they email me, it would be drivers at heavencsllc.com.
Okay. Drivers at heavens.
Uh-huh. HEAVNCSLLC.com.
And that's where they can contact you.
Yes.
Okay. So I put the link out there. So if any one of you guys are interested in working for Trista, as far as running loads or whatever her trucks is paid for, so you ain't got to worry about not getting your check on
Right.
Friday, okay? And she is one of the one of the ladies that is very experienced in purchasing trucks and trailers at the auction if you are interested in that, okay? You can also hit her up on my Facebook page as well. And not only is she a fleet owner, okay? How many trucks you gotta have to be a fleet girl? Two?
I would say too, yeah. I barely got in.
Girl, listen. Thank you for sending me the information for registering my truck. I have been getting calls all over the world for insurance and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Getting that up and running. And I learned from the best, IKLL them days, and look how far we come.
You
So
know?
I know it. And you can also find her on my Facebook page. So if you're interested in driving for Trista, give her a call, inbox her, let her know you're interested, so she can teach you and you can learn the game as far as taking steps of working for somebody and also becoming an owner operator as well. She will definitely empower you. So you will be able to be in a ownership position. Okay.
Right.
So girl, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. Love you. Be safe
Girl,
out there
thank
in
you.
the world.
Okay.
Bye bye. Okay, somebody just joined me. Why did you leave, Don? Where was Don? Don, come on back. Where are you at? Hold on one second. Um, Don, come on back. You can join me out here on the what is this? YouTube, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Guys, if you would like to join me on the what I'm doing now, if you have any questions, whatever the case may be, you can join me on here. As long as don't be disrespectful, okay? I ain't got time for that. But if you want to join me, ask me questions, whatever the case may be, I would love to have you. All you gotta do is click on the link. I will bring you on, and we can talk about it. Okay? Let's talk about. Okay, I brought in Palmer May, girl. If you don't come on here with me, I want to show y'all. Ladies that are really doing it in the industry. Y'all sometimes think that, women come out here, we playing, we ain't about that money. But let me tell you something. I know a lot of women that are about their money. They pay their truck, they gonna go and get a second truck, they doing this and they doing that. And I really want to introduce you to them because that'll be somebody that you can look at. Parma May has a YouTube channel. If you don't know, go check her channel out and subscribe to it. This is another female driver that has paid off one of her trucks. And she's from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So she's out there. She was doing it and still doing it. Where can I go? Pass CDL training test, easy state fleet. What state are you in? Tell me what state are you in. All you gotta do is go and get your permit and then go to a school. So if you don't know, Sin, our Shawn is at Pam. Okay, he is at Pam Transportation. Checked in the hotel. I told him don't call me until you check in. But yeah, it's a lot of women and a lot of females that are out here that's taking care of their business and they're owning their trucks and they're doing what they have to do to become successful in the industry. And I just wanted to bring those ladies to y'all and let you know, even if you're at the beginning of your career or whatever the case may be, you can do this. All of us started at the same place. We all went to, not at the same place, but we all went to truck driving school. We all went out there on the road with a trainer. We all may have did a lease or we was company or whatever the case may be. But I'm telling you, if you dedicate yourself, come up with a plan, don't let anybody turn you away from your plan, you also can be able to own your truck as well. Because we're talking about ownership, okay? We want to stay away if you can. We want to try to find you a different way to go besides leasing on to I got a learner's permit. I got to learn already in Michigan. Then you can go to any of the sponsored training schools. As long as you got your permit, you you able to go. You go wherever you want to. Swift, Prime, CR England, CRST, Pam. There's a lot of schools that you can go to if you already got your permit. Okay. The only thing is you're going to have to stay with them a year. Okay. So you don't have to pay any money back. All right. And that's what we're doing. Okay. But we want to try to direct you on a different path as far as leasing these trucks from these companies. Number one, my pet peeve is, guys, is I don't like buyouts. Okay. I do not like a buyout. If it's a buyout, I want it to be a dollar buyout. Okay. Number two, we got to keep our payments low. Number 3, you cannot jump ship. If you decide to lease a truck, you are going to have to stay at that company for 4 to 5 years. So I recommend that you get a truck from an outside company, such as HEC, OTR Leasing, somewhere, who else? Long Mountain, somewhere that you can, if you're going to do it that way, get a truck, LRM, okay? Somewhere that if something happens, you can take that truck somewhere else, okay? MHC is really good, okay? There's a lot of people that are giving you special deals and all this kind of stuff because you have a CDL. Get your experience. Get you at least about a year in the game. In that game, let me tell you what the GOAT, okay, who I call the GOAT, okay, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Casanova More. Y'all know him, Casanova More 601. The GOAT will tell you that save your money. He wanted me to put $1,000 a week, okay, to the side, put money down on a truck, and then go out and purchase it and from an outside company. Okay, your chances of paying that truck off will be better if you lease it from an outside company than if you get that truck from an inside company. Guys, those days are over with. Okay, it's a trap in itself. I did it, and it was one of the hardest things that I could ever do in my life. Hold on one second. Let me see. You know, Miss Thelma got people on speed dial. Hold on one second. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Hold on one moment. Maybe y'all can hear, maybe you can't. I don't know. Oh, I could put it on thing. Hold on. Maybe people pick up. Okay, now let's talk about freight agent training, okay? Before my phone blows up off the hook, okay? Yes, if you do not know, guys, freight agent training will be April the 5th. We are starting a new class April the 5th. We are doing Zoom calls, okay? So if you have any questions about being a freight agent, ask me in the comments so I can answer those questions to you, okay? This time I'm taking in everybody because if I limit the class, then a whole lot of people is going to be on the waiting list, okay? So what I'm saying to you is if you register, if you pay your money or whatever the case may be, you are in there for the April the 5th class. Now, this is how I conduct my class, okay? We do a Zoom training. All right. A week before the class, I will send each and everybody an email letting them know that these are the dates for the class. These are the times for the class. Okay. If you miss a class and you are not able to be in, one of my trainings or whatever the case may be, I record every class, okay? So after the end of the night, I forward that out to everybody that's paid their money for the class, okay? To everybody that's paid their money for the class, okay? And you are able to play catch up even though if you missed it. Okay. Now, what do we do in freight agent class? Is this a broker class? No, it's not a broker class. I'm teaching you how to be an agent, and it's how to build your book of business. This is a sales position. One of the questions that I receive is, how much money will I make? That is totally up to you. Okay. It ain't no 38 cent a mile. It ain't no 45 cent a mile. If you get a shipper, it's not if, it's when. Because if you're constantly making calls every day, like I teach you to do, you will get a shipper. Okay. 4 out of the 5 people that I did a one-on-one with last week got a shipper. Okay. We picked up a company. No, I ain't gonna tell you. I'm not going to tell you the companies that we picked up, okay? But we picked up a couple of companies, got in the door. Usually what I do is, what time is class and how can I sign up? You can sign up by going to www.missdivatrucker.com, okay? If you go under the what is it, trucking authority or freight, whatever it is, you will see that the freight agent training is the first thing on the list. Okay. It is $500. Now, you can request your money back because that money just sits over there. I don't touch that money until the day we start class. Okay. If something comes up, you're not able to make it, whatever the case may be, you need the money back, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you can request a refund no later than April the 5th. After April the 5th, you cannot request a refund, okay? Because that's the day that the class starts, okay? But anytime before that, whatever happened, you got to pay the bills, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you want to come and do it at a later time, you can do that, okay? What are we going to learn when we go to this class, all right? First thing, I will send you a PowerPoint presentation. I get your email address from when you pay, because PayPal asks you for your email address, okay? So once I get your email address, the week before class, I will send you out the national shippers list. I will send you out also the PowerPoint presentations for the overall of what we're getting ready to talk about, okay? I don't care if you have knowledge in the trucking industry or if you do not, okay? A lot of spouses are sending their wives to my class. A lot of truck drivers that are, getting off the road or even on the road is taking my class, okay? Because they're preparing themselves for when they get off the class, when they get off the road, okay? What we talk about shippers. We talk about trailer types. We talk about what it is to be a successful freight agent and building your book of business, okay? I go through the entire platform for you. You get a login and a password, okay? So you can log in the system. We go over. Hold on one second. Well, Tamara, who do you work for? You are an independent agent and you work for my company. Okay. That's who you work for. I teach you how to, first thing I teach you how to do is I teach you what the trailer types is, movement of freight, all that kind of stuff. Once we get through our first week, we go in what is called how to find shippers. It's called my leads operating system, okay? I teach you how to look for people on LinkedIn. I teach you how to look for people on Google. I teach you how to look for shippers everywhere, okay? We go to one location, we scroll out, and we look for all the shippers around, and we start calling. We do cold calls, okay? asking for people business. This is a great opportunity for agents right now. The reason why I say that is everybody is negotiating contracts, okay? As far as shippers are concerned, okay? They are tired of prices rising, okay, through large brokerage companies year after year after year, and they're not seeing anything coming back on the high prices that these brokerage companies are causing these shippers. Okay, so everything's up for negotiation. Okay, don't think that you cannot get a shipper because you can. One company for sure that we got last week, I'm thinking, I don't know. I think they either going to be a 3PL or you got to bid on a contract for this company. Okay. Lo and behold, we call and get into everybody's working from home. That's a good thing that all my logistic managers, all my traffic managers, all these people are working from home. So I'm able to get in the door and call them. And guys, we already assumed the business. Okay, we already telling people that we have their account. They're already approved. Okay, we're going to be able to, and if they say that they're working with somebody else, we still gonna ask for their business. We're gonna ask for the opportunity for us to prove themselves to them. Okay. I assign my freight agents to that shipper. They are responsible to making sure that load is posted. They are responsible for trying to find carriers for the loads, and they are responsible for moving the freight. Okay. They also are responsible for negotiating what they want the other agents to negotiate that load for. Okay. I teach you how to do that. I teach you how to see if a carrier is approved, how to get the carrier approved, whatever the case may be, how to search for trucks. Okay. So I teach you how to do that. Not only that, then we go to getting the customer credit. Okay. A lot of times we get our credit from if a company has a business, they got a Duns and Bradstreet number, we are looking at them and they can see that they got a physical location and all this kind of stuff. So we automatically start our clients off with $25,000, $30,000 in credit. Okay. If we need more than that, then we will increase their credit limit. Okay. We automatically set that up out the gate. We ain't got to worry about it. We already got the insurance in place where we don't have to worry about if our insurance is going to cover if anything happens. Okay. Insurance is good. We should be able to run anybody's freight. We have the capabilities of putting trailers at people's locations if we need to do that. We can do intermodal. We can do oversized loads. We can do flatbed. We can do dry van. We can do reefer. We can do power only. We can do step decks. We can do anything out there that needs to be moved. My agents can do it. Okay. There's nothing that we can't do. Another thing is I teach you how to not only get the customer credit, then I teach you how to post your loads. Once they start sending you the loads, we have to put them on the board. Okay. We are on the DAT load board. We are on a DAT load board. We have a toll-free number. Okay. So all the agents are on the toll-free number. So the phone rings all at one time, and I have about 10 to 12 agents on the phone at one time. Okay. So anytime somebody calls in about a load, we go to negotiate that load. We tell you what that load is about. We tell you when is the time to pick it up. When is the time? I teach you about accessory charges, how to put your fuel surcharge in there, how to put your TARP in there, how to put on your rate confirmation about detention pay or appointments or, whatever the case may be, whatever comes up, I teach you how to do that. Okay. Whether you have a CDL or whether you don't. Okay. Whether you have experience in the trucking industry or whether you don't. Okay. After you post your loads, I teach you how to answer the phone when carriers are calling in, how to sell that load, okay? How to start negotiating with that load, how to talk to your shipper to make sure that load is available so you can move the freight, okay? How to get the rate confirmation. Once you sold that load to the carrier, and they say, okay, I'll take your load. We check to make sure that that load is still available. We call the carrier back and say, hey, I still got the load. Go ahead and give me your MC number and let me know what your driver name is. The first, last name, truck, trailer, email address. Hey, Angela, email address, and also their phone number so we can keep in touch with that driver. Okay. Now, once you post that load, once you negotiated that load, and the shipper said that that load is good to go, I teach you how to give out your rate confirmation. You're gonna give one to your customer, right? The customer rate confirmation is the one that you negotiated with your customer for the rate. The carrier rate confirmation is the one that you negotiated with the carrier for the rate. It's two separate confirmations. You send one to your carrier signs that and sends it back. You send one to your customer is aware of what we negotiated for, and they send it back. You put that in the file, it's assigned, and your carrier is off and running. Okay? So that's what I teach you how to do. So we learn on the job training. On the job training, day one. Okay? So you will know if this is something that you want to do for real, or you just want the information. If you're coming to the class just to get the information or whatever the case may be, fine, no problem. Okay. But if you are serious about this, you are going to have to build your business. There is no get rich quick scheme in logistics and freight brokering and freight agent. You are going to have to put in the work. Do not take my class and think you're going to be making $100,000 in the next month or 6 months. Okay? This is a hustle game. And I'm telling you, if you don't get up every morning, if you don't have your shippers list available, if you're not doing your research and calling these people every day, you will not make money. It's as plain as day. I can't put it to you no simpler than that. Do not get in freight agent and freight brokering thinking that you're going to make all this money and you can't even pick up the phone and make a cold call. You can't even ask for the business. In order for you to be successful, in order for you to make money, you got to do this every day. You can't pick up the phone on Monday and then don't start calling people till Friday. Okay? Monday is our money day. Monday, tomorrow is when everybody's in the office. Tomorrow is when everybody comes to work. During the end of the week, Friday, Thursday, Friday, that's when folks start taking off. So I need you on the grind Monday in the morning. I'm never afraid to pick up the phone and ask people for their business. People always know when I do my one-on-one calls, guys, at the end of the 4 weeks, when we get to week 4, okay, we don't have any more night classes. What we're doing is I do one-on-one with you. You're going to have to give me a list of shippers, right? And what I do, I say, hey, give me your shipper, give me the phone number. And Miss Tamara makes the calls. I don't have a script for you because every call is different. You have to fill that call out. And basically, it's, hey, this is Tamara. This is Tamara and the company that you're with. May I speak to May I have your shipping or receiving? No, I don't even want receiving. I want your shipping department. Well, may I help you? You got a question or whatever the case may be? Yes, I need to talk to someone that's in charge of moving the freight. We do not play around. We're not calling, asking, 50 million questions. We're trying to get in the door. We want to know who is in charge of moving the freight. We want to let them know we are the best. We are going to make sure that if the price is right, we're going to be able to move it for you. You ain't got to worry about that. We're going to take that off of you. Okay, give us a chance. Let us go ahead. We do the EDI system. If they have a EDI system that, they got so many loads that they just not emailing everybody a load list, we teach you how to do that. We'll do the billing for that. Okay, so everything that you need to do to be successful as far as moving a load, getting a shipper, that is what I teach. I do not teach you how to be a broker because I don't feel like you can be a broker until you build a book of business. If you want to be a broker, you get your license, you be a broker, fine. Do you. Okay, I'm teaching people. We get it out the mud. We get it from the beginning. Okay, and that's how you build your book of business. Also, if you are coming to my course, if you are coming to my freight agent course, I need you to sign up with Freight Waves. I need you to sign up with Trucker Tools. Okay, and I'm talking about clicking on a page. Going to LinkedIn, doing your LinkedIn profile, making sure you setting yourself up professionally as a freight agent. Okay, I need you to look at all these other logistic companies. I want you to subscribe. I want you to do the seminars. Anything that is free for you to get information, to give you more knowledge about this industry is what I need you to do. Every week, you need to attend one seminar that has to do with logistics, that has to do with the supply chain, that has to do with you being a freight agent. Because the more you educate yourself, the better off you will be in this industry. Especially on this side. There's so much competition out there. Okay, so you got to make sure that you stay on top of your game. And the only way that you can stay on top of your game is you constantly educating yourself. People call me all the time and they want to know, I got my freight broker license. What do I do now? If you got your freight broker license, you should know what to do. You should know what to do. If you don't, you need to get the training so you can be able to learn what to do. I know how to pick up the phone. I know how to ask for the business. I know what areas are hot. I wake up in the morning time and I say, look, I need y'all to look at pallets today. Look, I need y'all to look at steel today. Look, I need y'all to look at produce today. Look, I need y'all to look at whatever it is today. We don't stay on the phone all day. 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. That's it. And we're moving on. We're moving on. If this is something that you want, if it's something that you want to have to move over, to transition into a new career, and especially if you wives are out there and you got a husband that is driving trucks, and they may have 2 to 3 trucks, or they may pick their own loads, or they may be under their own authority. This is a tool that you need so you will be more beneficial to help your spouse. Every dime that you keep in the house is more money for you guys that they don't have to pay out to somebody else, that they don't have to pay an extra person to dispatch them. They don't have to pay an extra person to find them loads. If you become the agent, you find them loads. It's a circle. Work together as a team. Work together as a team. Build your brand. Build your business. There is so many people out here that are working and they got their carrier authority. They got their broker authority. And now that you don't stop there, we got to then factor our own loads. You run a load under my company. If it's less than $1,500, I don't factor it. I don't factor that. I factor it myself. And I don't make you factor it. I make an agreement with my carrier. If you run my load and that load is 15, 2,000, whatever the case may be, I'm not making you factor that load for no 5%. I can get your routing number, your account number. I can send you your money in 2 days, and I'll wait the 30 days for my shipper because I know my shipper is good. I do that for my lumber loads, okay? My lumber loads, they pay over $2 a mile, $2.50 a mile, and he give me whatever I want for them loads, okay? When I have somebody run them loads for me, I talk to the carrier, say, look, you ain't even got to factor this. You don't got to run it to your company. You don't got to do none of that. We going to make the agreement, okay? I'm going to pay you. After you deliver, you send me the BOL, okay? Knowing that that load was delivered, you ain't got to factor it. I'm going to put it in your bank account or the Cash App or whatever, a Zelle, whatever the case may be. We got to cut all these people out our business, all these middle people out the business. We got to do that and deal directly with each other. That's how I get my credibility in this business. So when Internet Truck Stop is asking me to send they asked me to send a list of all the people that I paid in the last 30 days or whatever so they could get my rate. I don't care about that rate. I do put it on my MO because if you got to call any of my carriers, they will tell you, Tamara paid her bill in 2 days, not no 30 days, in 2 days. Okay, because after you deliver that load, you send me that BOL. Why? You got to send it over to your factoring company. You can give me that BOL, I'll pay you. And I ain't taking out no more money. I done already took off money for the load. I done already took what I needed for the load. Okay, so if I did that, paid the carrier their money, they happy, they done got their money. If anybody call asking for a credit reference from Miss Brock, I could tell them, call Axis, call this company, call that company. They will let you know that I paid them on time. Do I need to worry about my shipper? No, because my shipper done paid me. I done showed y'all checks of my shipper paying me. It may take them, they ain't paid me over no 30 days, but it takes them about 2 to 3 weeks to pay me. They pay me in a check. They don't send no direct deposit or whatever the case may be. And the only reason one of my shippers took a while is because I moved. They sent the check to the wrong address. Check come here. I put it in the bank. We keep moving. Ain't nobody got to take no additional money out on your loads. Hey Shake World, when I do the carrier thing, I got to do that. 50 million people don't call for insurance. Okay, so when I set up the carrier thing, I want y'all to be able to run your own fuel. To have your own fuel cards. That's the only way you're going to get people out your pocket. We can't continue. And then they want to put you in a contract for a year. We tired of contracts. We ain't doing that. A part of being an owner operator is to totally be owner operator, be independent. You pay for your own fuel. You have enough money in the bank where you don't have to worry about getting paid in 2 days. You get paid when you get paid. Don't worry about no factoring company. You should be able to build up the revenue in your bank account that you can wait 2 to 3 weeks to get paid. That's like the pawn shop. What? No, they ain't the pawn shop. What is that? Cash Now. What is that? Payday loan. That's a payday loan. We gonna give you your money up front in 24 hours for an additional 5%. And they done already took I don't know how much money off the load. Come on now. We got to do better than that. We out there being owners. If you're gonna be an owner, put that money aside. Put it in the bank. I know we got bills. We all got bills. But we got to learn to start spending everything that we get. Let that money sit there, float it. 2 to 3 weeks is no time. When them folks told me, and see, I was dumb to the game. Don't think that Miss Tamara didn't know. Them folks told me, listen, when they was talking about factoring and all this kind of stuff. Where my calculator at? When they was talking about factoring all that, oh, we gonna set you up with the factoring company. And I'm like, okay, cool. I said, well, how much do y'all charge? 5%. 5% don't sound like a lot of money, right? And I'm thinking, okay, they charging 5% off of what I take out the load. I was stuck on stupid. They charge 5% of of the overall cost of the load. That's $250. You gonna charge me $250 just to hold the invoice for 3 weeks? No, Lord. Other than that, guys, I just wanted to. I want to get into freight agent Ebony. If you want to get into training, go to www.missdivatrucker.com. Go under. Let me show you where it is. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Cause I got all my sisters in me. Hold on 1 second.
Packing a gun, got some other raw chicks for that. Lay that ass flat. I be the one choking your paragraphs with laughs. Get you back up on the right path. Ain't no stopping me legs from club hopping, kiss my rock boy. From blazing to frozen that paradise joint. Booty shaking with the glass in my left one. Right hand saying stepson. To me, my girls are fancy fly bitches. To my niggas straight snitches. And to the mother chicos, lady dip, up my dick holes. Ladies, y'all see how these bogus niggas try not to notice the dopest bitches approaching with.
Okay, so this is where you go. If you go to my website, if you go to my website, Miss Diva Trucker, okay, this is Miss Diva Trucker CDL. Okay. You go in there and put your application on there. She got her own app. She got her own. Yes, she is in the driver post. Okay. This is one way that you can put your application in. I thought it was a game, huh? Yeah, that's what she do. Okay. You can this is my website that you can go on. Go ahead, play it for them. Hey, da 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 da. Okay, this is Brock Logistics and Miss Diva Trucker CDL Recruiting Services. You can go here, and what she does, Click on there, and you can go ahead and sign up for the freight broker, freight agent training, which is uh, April the 5th, where we're going to kick it off. Okay, so I hope to be done by my birthday. Okay, I can't log in because it's myself and it's my thing. Okay, so you go into the PayPal, and you can pay with debit or credit card if you want to. PayPal has been on me, and I'm telling you, they make you fill out all this kind of information. You're like, wait a minute, who is Miss Diva Tracker? All this money coming in, we gonna need some verification and all that kind of stuff. I got you. Don't worry about paperwork. Always on deck. Okay. I do the Motor Carrier Authority, the Broker Authority, your BOC3, your UCR, all this kind of stuff that you may want to do. I do that. Okay. I am certified women owned small business, member of Real Women in Trucking, and I am also sponsored by Trucker Tools. Okay. And yeah, it is what it is. So that's where you will go to sign up for the course if you are interested in that. All right. Other than that, yeah. Say I've been had it. Let's see. They say you gotta have a website. But there I am. If you want to send me an email, you can. But yeah. But that's what it is. Okay. Cause I got all my sisters in me. Cause it's ladies' night. And okay. Let me see. First class. Thank you so much, Deacon Mr. Terry Jones. Hey, Miss Pearl, I ain't seen you in so long. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I've been trying to stay, but that's what it is, guys. That's what it is. So if you're interested, and now, yes, she is in the class. Yes, we are getting ready, y'all. I will send out. Okay, so today is what? Today is the 21st, right? I'm still finishing up with everybody. This week, I got a couple more people that I want to meet with to make sure that they're good. You will receive an email from me no later than the 29th. Okay. On the 29th is where I send out my emails, and you'll get an email introducing myself, what the class is going to be about, your commission. What is your commission? Your commission is an 80-20 split. Okay. Nobody's paying 80-20. Everybody tell me that. They say, hey, how can you afford to pay 80% of what people make? It's because we keep our overhead low. Okay, you keep your overhead low. I build my team. I can't do this by myself. I build my team. I keep my overhead low, and people make their money. Okay, I ain't gonna make all the money. Okay, I just want a percentage, just like I do on the carrier. When I get the carrier thing set up, it's going to be 85% of the load. I get 15%. I get 15% off the carrier side. I get 20% off the brokerage side. I get and I get 50% off the recruiting side. Okay, I don't want all the money. I want a percentage. It is what it is. Okay. As long as I have a percentage, then we talking about what is it? Residual income. All right. So any questions for me before I get out of here, guys? It's been an hour, and I wanted to be able, ladies, if y'all ever want to join me when y'all see me live, just let me know. Let me know what's going on with you, how you doing. We could chit chat, talk, whatever it is that you want to do. I am going to be doing a video later on. I gotta wait for a minute, but I want to get back and talk to you guys about sexual harassment. about women being raped in the trucking industry. Okay. I don't see a lot of that being talked about, and it's happening. Okay. Sexual harassment is happening in the industry. Rape is happening in the trucking industry with the women. Okay. And y'all got to be careful. Let me tell you something. I want you to, you're grown. You can be able to do what you want to do. If you got these little sexy bodies or whatever the case may be or whatever, do your thing. Ain't nobody hating on you. I'm 50 years old. I don't have time to be hating on people, but I do have time to speak about your safety. Okay. And as far as me being on the road as a female, okay, on the road for the last 6 years, we're going to have to talk about some things. Okay. And you may not think that it's real. It's real. You can be snatched up like that. Okay. And a lot of you guys don't see the lawsuits that I see. A lot of you guys don't see the rapes of people that I see. Okay. Of women getting raped in the industry, of women that's getting sexually assaulted in the industry. And you want to be able to protect yourself. Okay. And at the end of the day, it's going to be your word against their word, because it's only two people that can be in and especially in the training environment. Okay. Coming out here in the industry, you need to learn and you need to know what sexual harassment is. What is the safe space? What can you do to protect yourself? Okay. More and more women are being assaulted out here in the industry, and nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody want to be all, this, that, and I'm sexy and I'm cute and all this kind of stuff. But when it happens to you, it ain't going to be funny. It ain't going to be funny. And you can say whatever you want to say about Miss Tamara. I don't care. But I see the lawsuits. I see the women getting raped. I see where folks been on a truck with trainers and things have happened to them. Okay? While folks walking around being cute. You out there in the truck stop and you get to your truck and somebody standing in between your truck and your trailer. Okay? Have you ever been in a situation like that? Where a man is standing in between your truck and your trailer? A man just got arrested not too long ago because of having somebody on the truck that wasn't even supposed to be on there. Do I have to bring case after case after case after case of women being assaulted, women being raped on the truck, and people think it's cute? And it's not. It's not. It's not. And we don't talk about it. We don't talk about how we keep ourselves safe. We don't talk about changing the laws of how you can protect yourself, because these companies are not doing it. You know what the companies are doing? They're paying these lawsuits. That's why you don't hear about it, because a lot of times they're being settled behind closed doors. And it ain't just one company. It's a lot of, don't think just because you at this company, you safe. You're not. Predators are everywhere. They are. And we should be preaching safety. We should be preaching on how it is to not be harassed in the industry as a female driver. This is not a game. This is not a game. You can be snatched up at any time, any given time. You can be snatched up. Don't think that it won't happen to you, because it will. When people don't care, when people have this fantasy about you, okay? When they're sitting there watching you, be careful. Do not be telling people where you are. Don't tell them your location. Don't tell them where you stayed the night at. That's nobody's business. Watch yourself when you're getting out that truck. You can be snatched up just like anybody else. Don't think that you are immune. Like it can't happen to you. It will. It can. And the reason why we don't take it more serious is because you guys don't hear about the settlements. When last time you looked up who was sued for what? Until after the fact. Stop flirting with these men. People sometimes will take it too serious. They will take it to another level that you ain't ready for. And you ain't out there with no gun. All you got is yourself. And if you are female, you are no comparison to a male that is after you and wants something from you. I'm telling you, you do not want to go through that trauma. You do not want to be that person. You don't. Rape is a serious thing that will change your life forever. Forever. So it's not cute to me when every time I look at a video, somebody is bent over, or every time I look at a video and all this is showing out, and every time you look at a video, you're putting yourself out there, and you don't think for 1 second that you can't be got. That's not a hater. That's somebody who sincerely cares about your safety so much that I went up there to the FMCSA to see what we could do about women being harassed, women being sexually assaulted, women being raped in our industry. And y'all think it's a game. And you got to sit in court and watch somebody say to you that it was consensual. There are men in this industry that feel like they have a right to take advantage of you. There are men in this industry that, have you ever sat and talked to some men trainers? Have you ever said, you know what the motto is on men, some of the men trainers? Their motto is, if you're on the truck with them, everything goes. They feel like you met them at the nightclub. You met them at the nightclub. This is a training environment. You have a supervisor. You have somebody in charge of your safety. And you sitting in that truck laughing and giggling and flirting and all this kind of stuff and think you won't get got. And before you know it, they got your clothes off. And you think it's a game. You think it's a game. And then as soon as somebody say something, the soon as somebody speak out about it, the soon as somebody say, listen, baby girl, put your clothes on. You ain't got to be bending over doing this. This is trucking. We ain't at the club. This industry, respect this industry. Women are sleeping at rest areas, sleeping on the road. You sleeping in your truck. Don't think that you cannot be got. You will be you can be and will be violated. You want to tell your story in a courtroom against people that don't believe you or what happened to you? Is that what you want to do? You are fighting companies, billion-dollar companies that got more money than you could ever imagine, and you got to go to court. You got to go to court and tell them every situation, everything that happened, and they sitting up there telling you a liar. You wanted it to happen. You consented to it happening. You know what? The first thing they're going to do is pull up your videos. That's the first thing that they're going to do. Yeah, we as women, we have rights. We should not be violated. But do you want to talk about it after the fact? Do you want to talk about it after the fact? We should be telling other women how to protect themselves and keep themselves safe out here on the road. This is no joke. Predators don't care about you. People that have a sexual addiction don't care about you. And they're in the trucking industry. And guess what, guys? Guess what? Predators, you know what they do? They train. And if they get fired from one company, they go to another one. And they start the training over at the other company. You want to read it in the court file? You don't believe me? Would you like for me to bring it out in the court files, in the settlements? Why you don't know about it? Because they're being settled behind closed doors. Look it up. It's all, some of it is so bad, it's sealed. I'm finna bring you a case as soon as it's made public that I can speak about it. I'm finna bring you a case. And it's going to be one of the largest cases of sexual harassment or rape or whatever it is, largest cases yet to date. And do you think that it will be just out there? No, it's settled. Why? And you know why I'm so passionate about it? It's because you know who testifies on your behalf when you've been raped and assaulted and sexual harassed. You know who testifies on your behalf? It's the real women in trucking. That's who. When they calling in experts, okay, to testify for the women that has been in these situations, you know who they call? They call the real women in trucking. Do you think they call women in trucking? No, women in trucking has never testified in the behalf of any female trucker that has been sexually assaulted, raped, or anything. They testify against you and you pay your money. I'll be bringing you that case next week as soon as it's made public because it's serious. And let me tell you something. No matter what, I don't want anything to happen to you. That's not hate. That's not hating on you. I don't want any of you guys, any of you women out there to be turned up where they trying to find you. Or you calling the hotline because somebody took advantage of you. Somebody assaulted you. You don't deserve that. This industry is not, this is not the club, guys. This is not the entertainment industry. This is a trucking industry. And there's so many women that have busted their butt just to make sure that we are where we at. If you just can't wrap your mind around what women in this trucking industry went through to get to where they at today. And we make a joke about it and we think it's funny. We want to be taken serious just like anybody else, just like our male counterparts. We want to be taken serious. How can we do that if every time you look around, we bent over? And I'm speaking, and I'm not talking about anybody in particular. What I'm talking about is I'm talking about cases. I got and my passion in the way that I'm talking is because I just got finished reading a case of sexual assault, a rape, when the trainer said it was consensual. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care about what people doing on their YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. This right here, what I'm talking about, is what I read. How can you sit and say, if you're in a training environment and you are the supervisor, you are in charge of this person, how can somebody consent to you? They have no choice but to be on a truck with you. They're doing what they're told. Some women feel like they intimidated. You know, if I don't do what he say that I'm gonna do, then he gonna fail me, or he gonna put me on a truck, or he gonna make it hard on me. Women should not have to be in that type of situation. I didn't see. I got a message. I got a message. It came to the group or whatever. I didn't see the video. Okay, it was a video of somebody that a female. I don't know if she was a driver, a student, or whatever the case may be. But somebody did a video that the female claimed that she was either raped or assaulted or whatever the case may be. I did not see it. Okay. But I'm telling you, it happens. It happens. The drivers come from all walks, shapes, everything. Jail, prison, it don't matter. They could have any kind of fetish or whatever the case may be. I would like to live in a world or think that we live in an industry where nothing happens to women out here. But that's fantasy. It's things that happen to women all the time. And a lot of times we don't take it serious because you don't hear about it every day. You know why? Most of all the cases are settled out of court. And this recent one is settled too. So you take your hush money and you go on about your business. And then somebody else will, hey, let them suffer the consequences. Because we're not changing the laws, okay? We're not implementing stricter guidelines when it comes to sexual harassment, sexual assault, and rape in the trucking industry. And we don't talk about it until after the fact. So the reason why I say that, guys, is because I recently read a case, okay? And I will, as soon as the case is made public, I will let you all know about it and talk to you about it some more, okay? But right now, it's not. But it's crazy. And you will see. Let you be in a situation. You're going to see how many people you're going to be able to turn to. Or how many people that is going to believe that you was assaulted or you was raped or something happened to you. But other than that, guys, I said what I had to say. And that just bothered me because I just not too long read about it. And as soon, I can't talk about it right now, but as soon as I can talk about it, as soon as it's made public, okay, I will be bringing you that back. And we will be having some serious conversations on how you, as a female out here on the road, what you can do to protect yourself, to make sure that these things do not happen to you. And we got to be able to stick together and come up with some ways to make sure that we are protected in this industry. I don't want anything to happen to anybody. We don't have female drivers that are no longer with us. Okay, I've been in this industry almost 7 years. husband and wife shot to death. Female driver found in truck. Don't think that it will not happen to you. Be on guard at all times. You never know when you run across a predator. People that already have an addiction. They are in our industry. It's very important that you protect yourself. Don't tell people your location. Don't get out that truck at night if you can help it. Lock those doors. Don't be so friendly with everybody. Walk with a purpose. Check behind in your trailer. Let somebody know that you trust, that's related to you, your spouse, or whatever the case may be. Let them know where you're at. Talk to them on the phone while you're going to your truck. Do not park in the back of truck stops. Always park, if you got to, in reserve or up front. Never let your guard down at all. Never. Pay attention to your surroundings. Everybody is not your friend. Other than that, guys, peace, love, joy, and happiness. You all have a wonderful and blessed night. For all you that signed up for freight agent class, I will see you on the 5th. It is still open. I will be posting the link every day or whatever the case may be. But we're getting ready to do another class. And other than that, I'm out. Bye.